spiritual, but
You
like,
got 22%.
I agree with you. Fucking full.
So Austin just said what about his dreams?
Well, before that, I was saying that I haven't had really a spiritual experience, but I find it.
Yes, he just got done talking about the quad incident.
Right, I find it.
Now he's talking about
it's hilariously crazy. So there's some context to that. So we were getting ready to leave my parents' cabin in Flagstaff. Don't really have phone service up there. Some spots, right? I know I grew up going there. I know.
This is a quad trip?
This is the camping trip to my family's cabin in Flagstaff, deep in the woods.
Okay.
Right? It's not like a cabin, that people think like, oh, there's a whole paved road to it. This is my great-great-grandpa built this.
Okay.
Right? So we're out there and we're getting ready to go, and my dad's kind of loaded stuff. I was like, hey, I want to take, one more ride on my quad before we go. And, and I told my dad, like, hey, I'm going to just I'm going to go this way. My dad grew up there, and I literally grew up there. So he knows all of the areas. I could explain to him the trail. He knew exactly where I was going. So I said, hey, I'm going to go out here, shoot out here, come back around in the backside of the meadow, come back up to the cabin. He's like, all right, sounds good. So I shoot out. Well, I come up to I'm hauling ass on my quad because I know where I'm going, right? It's like driving a road you drive every day. I know exactly where I'm going. I've been there a million times. I know what I'm doing. But I come up, there's a cattle guard. It's about halfway through this little loop I'm doing back to our cabin.
Like a legit gate.
No gate,
the field
but a cattle guard.
Floor.
Yeah, full cattle guard.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So the week before there was a massive thunderstorm.
Okay.
Right, and huge. They got.
We flood big time.
They got like 2 or 3 inches of rain in Flag that year. So I'm coming up to it, and I didn't realize that it had rained out the front of it. So I'm hauling ass. I have to be doing 40, 45 miles an hour on an ATV.
Okay. 4-wheeler.
Yeah, and I get probably 20, 25 feet away from it, and I realize that it had been rained out in the front of the cattle guard. Yeah. So instead of it being smooth up and over, there was a lip probably that big. Because it got completely rained. All the dirt just rained out in front of it.
Yeah.
So,
was it muddy? Like, was it muddy where you're
No, no, it was
This is
dry.
This is a metal cattle guard.
Yeah, and
you hit that?
all the dirt had been dried out. So I had about I had a split-second decision to make. And it was And
you're still going, like you said, 45 or something?
Hauling ass.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Which in a car, normal.
Yeah,
on an
ATV, different story.
Well,
in the middle of the woods.
In an ATV on a dirt trail, you're
slam on
fucking
the brakes, you
flying.
can't even go.
You're fucking flying.
You had a split-second decision.
So I had a split-second decision basically to say, okay, if I grab all my brakes right now, I will assuredly crash. Like, there's no two ways about it. I will eat shit. Or I need to hammer the throttle and hope that that's enough momentum to actually keep it level, because I knew that it was gonna buck on me as soon as I hit this. So I laid down the throttle and I tried to level it out, and my front kicked up.
You laid down the throttle?
Yeah. My front kicked up and the back basically kicked me up and over. So as if I'm going this way,
so you went faster.
Right, if I'm going straight this way, basically it bucked me straight this way,
okay.
I went face first and I slid. I landed.
Your fucking thing came over?
I landed and I slid. My quad went off to the right of me, tumbled, and as I slid, it tumbled and landed on me.
Fuck.
And I had Nerf guards on my quad. I actually have pictures of my quad after I wrecked it.
Yeah.
I have what are called Nerf bars on my quad that basically are metal bars that come off of your foot pegs. They go up and around, curve in and back to your frame to help give you some rigidity to the frame, protect you. If your feet come off, you got feet nets that catch you and all that fun stuff. However, between the front wheel and the Nerf bar is about that much room, give or take. It landed on me in that space.
No.
I'm not shitting you.
That's incredible, dude.
Not shitting you. So
what was your first thought?
So
like whenever you like looked up, what was your first thought?
Well, I'll tell you. So it's almost landed on me. So I'm laying.
I want to get to why this is scary.
I'm laying there. I'm laying there and just fucking like trying to figure out what just happened. So I slide out from under it, and I'm just fucking. I've got so much adrenaline going and shit. I push it about 3 tries, and I finally push it back on its wheels. I had my phone on.
So your first thought was to get it off you.
Right. Well, yeah.
So you looked up. You're like, I need to get this.
Yeah. Yeah. So I snaked out from under it. I pushed it over, and then after that, I kind of sat on it for a second. Everything fucking hurts. Everything in my body hurts, and I had my phone in my pocket, which I thought for sure was gonna be shattered. It wasn't.
What?
It wasn't. So I pulled it out, and
what brand?
Fuck, I don't even remember what phone I had.
Was it an iPhone?
No, I don't even remember what phone I had at the time. To be honest, I don't.
Some Samsung.
So you probably,
Razer.
I'd keep with that brand. I'd be like, it didn't break an ATV.
So I know that I don't. T-Mobile doesn't have service out there.
A fucking Nokia.
It never does. It never does. But I have to try and call somebody because I'm stuck in the.
Are you by yourself?
By myself.
Oh shit.
In the middle of the woods. And my dad knows where I went, but he doesn't know when I'm going to be back. I could have been out there for a couple hours, and then, who knows?
Was it like 45 minutes in your trip?
So I sit up, I pull my phone out, which miraculously isn't broken. I know that my stepmom, Charlene, she had service. So I was like, okay, I need to call her. So, back up just a little bit. I don't ever have service out there, ever. Yeah. I know which spots I do.
So it's like 3 miracles now.
Yeah, I know which spots I have service, and this is not one of them.
What year is this?
For a fact. This was 2010.
Oh, okay, so junior high? Like high school days?
Yeah. You know what? No. I know I could drive because my dad said you're not allowed to drive home because your back could have spasms.
Okay, so you were like 16.
So I was 16.
Alright, so like 2015?
2013.
Yeah.
2013 is when I got my license. So I would say 2013, 2014.
Okay, that's crazy.
So I pull out my phone and I the fact that I had service was fucking unbelievable.
That's crazy.
I mean, and when I say unbelievable, I mean usually it's just a fucking laughable joke. You don't even use your phone out there.
That's true.
The fact that I had service was insane. Fucking unbelievable. I just so happened to have service in this one spot, so I called my stepmom, who because I knew she always had service. She had Verizon, and she always had service at our cabin. So I was like, okay, I know my dad doesn't, but I can call her. So I call and Charlene, like, I wrecked my quad. She's like, I can't understand here. She passed me off to my dad. I'm like, Dad, I wrecked my quad. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm out here, like, I'm halfway through where I was going. I'm on the backside of the meadow, and I just hear voices breaking up and dropped the call.
It dropped.
Yeah. And then off in the distance, my dad at the time had a Razor 800 4-seater that he had put a turbo on. It was loud. It was really loud.
You could hear it start up?
So as soon as he basically started it and had it to the floor, I could hear it off in the distance just hauling ass.
Did you scream? Were you screaming?
No, I couldn't. Honestly, everything hurt so bad I couldn't.
So how long did it take for him? Did he find you? Is he the one that found you?
He knew exactly where I was at because he knew
the trail.
He knew the trail I was on. So
did he find you pretty quickly?
Probably took him 10 to 15 minutes, if that.
Right.
And that's just time to get
there. He didn't know anywhere you're at. He
literally he knew exactly the trail. So it was literally just
time to get there. Do you watch anime?
A little bit.
Dude, that's like an anime scene where you're like, you crash, call your dad, you're like, Dad, I need help. It's like, oh, fuck, no. And then all of a sudden, you're like, Dad. And then all of a sudden you just hear his ATV and you're like, fuck, Dad.
Yeah, dude. So, fucking.
That's fucking epic. That is cool. That's like,
he pulled up and his cousin at the time who was in the army, he was there. He was there with us, like, staying the weekend, so he helped, and my dad, he drove the Razor back, and my dad rode my quad back, because surprisingly, it still started, and he could still ride it back, and, we got back and everything was fine, but ever since that time, I don't know if I would say it's spiritual experience. But dude, I was stuck in the middle of fucking nowhere, somewhere that I never have phone service, and I did. Yeah. On a fucking wrecked ass quad that just so happened to
Makes
not.
You think about that day.
That just so happened to not put me in a wheelchair when everything says it should have. Right. Every single thing says it should have. I should not be able to walk. I should have fucking wheeled in here. Like there's no. That should have landed on my back and shattered my spine.
That's tough, bro. That's tough.
It's fucking nuts.
It's crazy.
Tough. It's fucking nuts. Literally,
you would have
this much space, and that's where it landed on me. Like
that's saying something.
You would have been fucking. What's that guy in the wheelchair from DC? You'd been like fucking. What's that guy in the wheelchair from DC? Mastermind. He's like the
Megamind.
No.
Professor X.
You'd be like Professor X, brother. You'd be like Quad, but Professor X.
Dude, yeah, like.
So I count my blessings for that, but not being a very religious guy. That definitely is one of the things that I'm like, wow, I'm either the luckiest fucking person in the world, or there's someone looking out for me. I don't know.
There's
whatever
someone
maybe.
looking out for you.
Well, if I got a guardian angel, I don't fucking know who. But somebody.
It's somebody. Anyone close passed away for you?
Oh, my uncle passed away.
No, grandparents? What? You have both your grandparents?
My mom's parents are dead, but I never knew them.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm sorry. My mom's dad has passed away. I know my mom's mom, but she's not really a part of the picture. But both my dad's parents are still. Well, my dad's natural father, also a piece of shit, still floating around. Or well, he's not floating around no more. But the grandparents I know are still, part of my life. The only person that's passed away is my dad's brother.
Dude, that's fucking.
Yeah, that's a crazy story.
One of my last things that I